Okay, and I guess we're live. Here we be. Here we are. Tis Ben, tis Paul.
Yes. For the first time in what, like 8 years?
Has it
7
been
years?
It's. I think it's. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Long fucking time.
Yeah.
But oh, cool to see you. Well, like I said, man, I'm not a Mr. Reach out and touch someone. I just kind of figured.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was happy
I
to
think
see
we
you.
assume a lot, like, and I think that might kind of be a problem.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure.
And you brought it up, and I'm thankful for you bringing it up. You appearing on DP back in the day, I had the idea because I was a fan because TJ directed me to your channel before I even knew TJ. As a fan of TJ, he was like, Paul's Ego, this guy I like.
Yeah, he used to repost my videos once in a while and shit.
And then I remember, we started Drunken Peasants and we've been doing it for probably like a month or two. And I wanted you on the show and you were doing your own streams at the time. And I
was
popped
doing
into
really
your chat.
early, like Google Plus streams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I popped into your chat and you even said to me, you were like, I don't think TJ likes me. And I'm like, no, he likes you.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. Because well, I remember the last interaction I'd had with TJ before that was not a positive one. Like he and I had gotten in like a ponage battle. And you know how TJ is, like he says to this day, he's like, dude, that was all. I was just trying to get you to make a video and I didn't. But dude, he made this video on his like side channel where he was laying in bed the next day and he was like, it's all disheveled and shirtless, right? And he's like, I just woke up.
Shit. Sorry for the echo there.
Oh no. It was I didn't hear anything. So you're all gravy. He said, I just woke up and I guess I heard that Paul's ego pwned me, and so now that's great. Like so I know it hurt him. You know what I mean? Because I got a good couple licks in there, and so I thought he hated my guts. I don't know. But no, yeah, people don't know that. I tell them that trivia all the time. I was like, when especially if I catch somebody who's trying to like subtly sneak diss you or something. I'm like, well, if you like me, you better be thankful to Ben and not sneak diss him because I wouldn't be sitting here probably doing this. I'd still be working at a school district and in a broken
I get relentlessly shit on, but I've never blamed you for it, sir.
Sure. Well, I appreciate that because I had no say one way or the other than my choice of what to do at that moment. And I said what I know about that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That was on me, but everything else was just kind of like, the winds of change, dude. What am I doing?
Some of it was the winds of change. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
well, for me, from my perspective, that's what it felt like because like I said, the idea people have this idea that like on business things before I was involved with them as a co-owner in something that like the Kirks, I was in the little coven like with them and other people that knew all kinds of background shit.
Yeah.
And like that just was not the case.
There are so many people that pretend like they know what happened.
Oh yeah.
And
it's like I was there.
Gross.
I was a personality on the show and I don't even know everything that happened, nor is it my business. You know what I mean? I try to tell people that all the time. It's like, dude, when the bands break up or whatever, nobody ever gets to hear the real fucking dirt or whatever. Nobody ever really, I don't think after a certain amount of years, people don't even know it anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like even those of us that went through it, it's kind of morphed in my mind. I don't know if it has in yours. It's like changed into a different thing.
It has.
Yeah. That was part of getting over it. Because I tell people all the time, like when they ask me about DP, like they used to do it back in the early days when we started DFF to try and make me salty. Because it was like DP this, DP that, DP, DP. Right.
Yeah.
But I take it way different now, right? I'm like, dude, that was I would have taken a bullet if they'd asked me to do that on that show. Legit, I would have fucking put a vest on and been like, all right, I fucking trust you, do it. Like
I have to tell you now, I'm so sorry for the piss thing.
Oh,
I apologize to you for the weird piss thing because there was like, for those of you who don't know and like think things are kayfabe and they're not kayfabe, I did pee into a cup and put it right in front of Paul back in the day.
And it was gross. And I am grossed out like this. But no, it was, you know what, dude, it was a fucking hilarious moment on the show. Any salt I had for that is long turned into bittersweet memory. You know what I mean? No, I really would, when I was on that show, because I just felt the energy of it. I was just like, this is going to be huge.
We were the Howard Stern of YouTube, basically.
Yeah. And I think in a fucking alternate universe where whatever the shit was could have been worked out, we would still be that.
I'm still pretty reasonable. Things could still be worked out, but I will say the Jamie Darkey kind of shit was I
don't know if you know how I feel about Jamie Darkey, so I
saw your conversation, but that was all bullshit, and that was all orchestrated.
Well, here's the thing.
It was, Paul. I'm not saying you're part of it, but it was.
Sure. And like I said, I can't speak to that with any kind of authority. Because when I heard about that and went and watched the interview that you're talking about,
it's trash.
I was immediately pissed that my name was even mentioned, because I was like, I don't know if people know this, but we were business partners. We weren't like privy to each other's personal dealings, and who we dated and shit was not really like, we weren't that kind of buddies. People assume we were because we did that on the show a lot, right? But I had a private life, and so did you. And my name being brought up in stories to verify this, that, or I just hated
to make Jamie fucking Darkey's mentally ill ass more famous is.
Well, I mean, if that's what it was, then that's what it was. But I shut it down on my end immediately.
I'm not saying it was you. I don't blame you at all, Paul. Like,
yeah, no, I don't fucking play fast and loose with people's reputations. I don't jump on bandwagons. You know me, dude. You
knew me, like, not to the most extent, but you didn't see me being this like.
No, and if I did, I would have been done spoke up. But no, I never saw you do anything fucking criminal other than like smoke weed in states where we shouldn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But guilty is charged on that myself as well, right? So like, yeah, no. I've always maintained that. And honestly, when it comes to like, see, people being on that show taught me something that I never knew, which was that there are fans of wrestling that believe that shit is real. That are grown.
Yes.
And I didn't know those people existed in real life until I was on the Drunken Peasants.
Yeah. Hey, have you noticed that most of them are from the UK? I've noticed like the people in the UK view us as like characters.
Yeah. And they
more than any other place.
They think that everything that comes out of our culture is what we are in real life, and that it must be real, and that we believe it's real. And that, you know, like, there's so much misconception, because like one of the things that a DP availed me of was the ability as a nobody when I started to talk to people from all over the fucking planet. Still to this day. Yeah. I'm sure it's same over there. We've got a wide array of people in Europe and fucking some Asian folks that are watching our show.
I remember we had the first ever DP meetup in London.
Yeah,
and it was in
right? It was like you guys just showed up at a pub and were like, "Hey, we're here." You know, like,
it was in Regent's Park, which is a very fancy park owned by the Queen, and it was rainy as it always is in London. And we were like, we're gonna go there and see if anyone shows up, and we show up. And there's probably like 200 people there, and they're all like, "Ban TJ, ban TJ." Yeah. And we all like walk up to it. It was fucking magical, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
well, dude, we still do meetups here and there. And
sure.
we did a big one in Vegas recently, and it was fucking lit. You know, our numbers are nowhere near the same. Our numbers are nowhere near the same as they were during that time. But that fucking meetup was or as lit than every other meetup I went to, other than other than the 16-bit meetup.
Oh, in Columbus?
The Joseph Martelli.
Oh, dude.
Pants falling down, being chased like a bitch through the streets by Tommy from the Bronx, Pimp Monk, and TJ.
Yes.
That nothing that epic will ever happen at a meetup ever again. That was the peak. Every other meetup there has kind of paled in comparison in terms of energy, but as far as like the people that show up, the diversity of that crowd, that never changed, bro.
Yeah.
And
no, that was great.
Yeah. I don't know what the status of everything is, but if you popped up at a meetup, it would just be a fucking hug and a picture.
I was invited to the one in Vegas.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, you would be like, I can guarantee you the people that come to that meetup are not going to fuck on you, bro. These are actual people that are willing to come out of the fucking pocket.
If I'm in your space perpetually, I get
shit.
The thing, yes, the Jamie Darkey bullshit, like that kind of shit.
Yeah, I understand that, and I wish there was something I could do to smooth.
I'm not saying you have to do anything.
Like,
I never blame
you.
No
power over any fucking thing that when it comes to that, I have no say in it. I can't make a fucking call on it because I'm absurdly fucking unequipped to do that because I wasn't there, and I hate that. No, like I will say this and then we'll probably just move on because I really shouldn't.
Sure.
I hate that no legal action ever materialized. Like no cops, no anything. Because my and I said it back then when this happened. And when I was ranting and raving about it, I was like, if some fucking shit like and I say this to people not just with this situation, because people will come and make wild accusations about other people that I've, had on their show or people that I worked with in the past. Not just you, everybody. You know how it is. It's a constant. Everybody's farming for that fucking nugget of drama, right? And I know I'm very resistant to that shit, so I know what it is. But fuck, dude, I would just straight out tell people, like, if you are alleging a fucking crime, don't hit go live. Call the police.
Don't wait years. Don't do it on Jamie Darkey streams. Like what?
I eviscerated Jamie Darkey.
The last place you'd want to do allegations on
it. Fucking no, bro. That whole, I woke up, I was literally like at that time, Ben.
That was on my birthday. That was literally the day of my 40th birthday. Is that a coincidence?
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
Dude, like I said, bro, I'm in a position where I have to remain neutral because if it swings one way or the other way, I just can't do it, dude. I don't involve myself.
I'm not asking you. Yeah, I get it.
But I'll let you know that keep my name out of it was at the forefront of my fucking message. And you saw the stream I did. It wasn't like a big secret.
It was on my 40th birthday.
I mean, it's dude, this fucking world that we're all a part of is so fucking weird, bro. That's all I have. That's all I can say about it, bro.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know what I could possibly add to the fucking conversation. I wasn't in the room when the alleged event.
I'm not asking you. I'm sorry I even brought it up, dude. I'm not even
saying you. I understand why you'd be mad about it.
Yeah.
And I get it. I was mad too when I fucking heard how it was handled and where it was handled. That was just shady as fuck. Just like Jamie Darkey's name being on anything other than me honing the fuck out of Jamie Darkey. This shouldn't have happened.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I did a debate a month or 2 or 3 or 4. I can't even remember. It might have been even longer with Jamie Darkey where I just fucking like leveled her ass for like an hour while TJ sat there and raked in super chats.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I saw that.
And that was the last time I've talked to that person, and it's the last time I ever will. Like dude, I didn't talk to you for 8 years because I assumed that there was animosity there, and I didn't want to be the dude stirring a pot of fucking bad feelings.
There probably was at one point,
of course,
but
yeah,
it's gone now.
I'll be honest, there was, yeah.
Yeah,
for on my side too. Yeah, I mean, we did not get along sometimes. We disagreed on this, that, and the other thing. None of that fucking shit matters, though. You know what matters?
We're old men.
Oh my God, bro. Fucking
we're old men now.
Ancient fucking dudes, bro.
Yes.
Look at this great that people ask me if I have highlights. I'm like, bitch, no. My hair is fucking going gray.
A lot of it's in my chest.
Oh yeah, dude. I've got great pubes now, great chest hairs. I'm all creaky, crankier now, you know, but
now,
wiser. Dude. You may not believe it. But I've graduated from I can't believe Santa called that kid fat to get the fuck off my lawn, you little skibbity.
Damn, I'm still mowing it. But like there's little Asian kids that live in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
And I'm about to be like, I have to learn to speak Chinese to like yell at them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, bro. Like I'm looking to move. I'm looking to move up into towards Northern California. I found a little place. I'm not like openly saying where it's gonna be, but
Southern Oregon is beautiful too.
Well, that's the thing is like, dude, I went to visit my wife Amelia's family for the first time, and we drove through the Central Valley up north through California over the pass into Southern Oregon. And I fell in love immediately. I was like, fuck, did I just drive into heaven? Dude, when I came to, you know where Weed is? Weed, California?
Yes.
On the
Shasta. It's like Humboldt County.
Yeah, it's Humboldt County, right under the fucking shadow of Mount Shasta right there. Or whatever that is. Is that Shasta? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Shasta.
I think
it's beautiful there. But like, dude, I told Amelia when we pulled into that place, let's look at places here, but there's nothing. But we went down into Southern Oregon and my mind was made up. I was like, I got to go north. Like I'm not going all the way into Oregon. I'm going to stay in California, but it's going to be extreme Northern California. Let me put it this way. It would be closer for me if I wanted to get to a big city with like, you know, big city amenities to go into Medford, Oregon than it would be to go to Eureka. I'm looking in Crescent City. Fuck it. I'm because people are going to know as soon as I fucking Crescent City is where Pelican Bay is at.
Okay. Yeah. I just moved to Astoria. It's the perfect like picture book.
Too expensive, man. I'm cheap as fuck.
Is that too expensive?
Dude, I don't know.
I have to leave Bellevue. I've lived here in Bellevue for almost 8 years, and now I'm priced out. Like completely priced out.
That's crazy, bro. Yeah, I'm surprised that you are still in that area because that was just props for hanging on.
Vosh told me to manage my finances right.
Yeah. I've been trying too.
It's kind of weird because I'm actually like real life buddies with Ian. So
really, I know he's been on you guys' show a couple of times.
Me and him have hung out in real life.
That's cool.
Yeah. Me and Ian,
like you guys are like locals, right, or close?
Yeah,
I know you live in Washington.
Well, we met through Adam from Your Movie Sucks, who's one of my good buddies.
Oh yeah. I think I know who you're talking about. I think I know the guy. Yeah. Wasn't Adam one of the dudes that TJ signed on Do Not Productive or whatever?
Yeah, there was some drama there that I don't want to talk about between them.
My bad.
But
yeah, that's none of my business. I didn't bring it up for
Adam is one of the most like insanely creative guys I've ever known, and we lost like one of our. I'm about to cry. We lost one of our best friends.
Who was it, bro?
Scott, Big Cat, Scott Henson. Dude, man. I can't even talk about him.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Dude, that's fucking devastating. I'm so sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah.
He was like a regular on your show or what? Like one of your rotating character guys there.
Yeah.
That you covered and you guys had a good relationship with them and stuff. Man, I'm fucking sorry, bro. I just had a fucking blow to my gut. I was weeping about a week ago. I talked about it on our last show. I couldn't even talk about it until I wasn't going to blubber. But I was like, a dude named Thorium, who was a big, long-time viewer of ours and watched EP back in the day and was just a big dude. Just like a big fan, a big-hearted guy. Fit as a fiddle, too. Like, way fitter than me. Way fitter than anybody I know. And just a couple of years older than me. Dropped dead from heat stroke working in his garage during a heat dome. And it was just, fuck.
Yeah, that shit is like... It's weird because, like, when... I thought about this the other day, like when someone suddenly dies and they're young and healthy, it hurts the people who love them, but the person who died, they went quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a
And
lot
then
of
it's the
time.
other way, like someone who gets like stage 4 cancer who has like months to die. They're like they have to deal with the fact that they're going to die in a couple months, but the people who love them get to come to terms with that. It's like the
Right.
other way, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm so sorry to hear that, bro.
Dude.
That's just tragic. It's just it's fucked, man. And dude,
He was 40 years old and had a heart attack.
and
he was a pro wrestler. He wrestled in the indie
I think I
wrestling.
saw one of that because I don't always watch DP. It's tough for me sometimes. Not because I don't like it, but because it's just like a big bundle of memories for me that
Sure.
that are sweet, and to see, it's just tough. It's tough, man. But I watch, and I think I remember you guys having him on one time.
Multiple.
In
Yeah,
his
he was one of my go-tos.
I think he was in his wrestler persona, at least during the bit that I watched. Like he was doing his kind of more pro wrestler kind of thing. I seemed like a nice cat if he's the guy that I remember.
Yes, he was a blonde guy, and people would always be like, "Oh, Scotty." It's like because Scotty had been on the show, it was a blonde guy.
Oh yeah,
they would kind of like poke at him for that. But yes, he was he was so quick on his wit and everything. Adam from Your Movie Sucks made him like the secondary character in a lot of his live streams and everything. And those guys are my buddies. Like Adam and Scott, like they would come here and we would hang out so much. Yeah. So
that is you do like the people that you meet in this business leave a mark on you one way or the other, you know what I mean? That's what I found. And like when you cross that, I made friends doing this as well. There's like one that broke my heart watching your fucking show, man. I saw Fear, Beyond Fear.
Yeah.
I saw her in the chat. She was kind of pooping on me. I mean, I deserve it. I did.
We were gonna have her on for the I think it was the last milestone episode.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if you talked to her. I hardly know her
because she seemed very mad. I don't want to make her mad at me. She reached out to me a while back somewhere. I can't even remember. I'm bad with social media and it's the worst fucking thing. And she was like, hey, bygones be bygones. I want to talk. I was like, cool, man, whenever, and then she never got back to me. And then I remember people were, drama farming, sending me clips from a show you did where you talked about, old times and shit. It was your big anniversary show.
I don't think I shit on you though.
No, ever. I didn't. I never, nobody ever, they sent me clips saying, Ben shits on you in this clip, and I'd watch it, and
they try so hard.
Yeah, it was just you just fucking saying something that actually happened the way it happened, and I was like, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I understand though, but like people want that. That's I mean, you cover a lot of lolcows and shit, so people fucking feast on the drama. They just do.
Yeah.
So I can't really blame them for that, especially when we presented ourselves as this kind of environment where what's real anyway, you know what I mean? Like maybe that was a mistake, maybe it was. I just love the wrestling influence that you brought to the show.
It was wrestling and Howard Stern for me, and I feel bad for like the shit that like you were the butt of it, like the whole IKEA thing. That was my favorite bit ever, and I realize it's not cool to be on the shit end of that bit.
You know what, dude? At the time, it felt bad, but it was 100% gold for the show. I'm sure it feels bad when Baba Booey gets called a donkey tooth moron.
That's what I was going for that, and I realized you thought I was like I hated you, but dude.
Well, I've
never disliked you ever.
Well, thank you for that. That's nice to know because I never disliked you. But like the thing is like from my perspective at that time, I was worried month to month whether you were going to fire my fucking ass. You know, as a contractor, you have to be. And so it became, because it was so good, it became real.
You were misled. That's all I'm going to say. I never said I wanted to fire you.
Oh, well, I mean, like, I don't know about firing me, but like, yeah, I think I did hear that you wanted to fire me at some point, but like, that's whatever that was, whatever misinterpretation or whatever the fuck that was not what drove. I genuinely wanted you to like me because I wanted us to be chill.
I liked you because that's how you ended up on the show. I liked you from your early days and then getting to know you personally. Like,
well, I was kind of a dick. You know, I didn't know how to handle.
I'm a dick too.
Well, that was the thing, though. I didn't know how to handle being on a big ass show yet. You know what I mean? And so I was like literally just a fucking dork. I got something on my fucking forehead. What is that? I was literally a dork. It's ash. Just you know, running around doing fucking computer monkey work and stuff. And I was all of a sudden on this giant fucking show. Had you know tons of people hit me up, fans, and I was always very protective of that because of Howard Stern. You know what Howard Stern? Remember how he used to get on people who would sell merch with his name on it? He'd be like, fucking Baba Booey's selling this book, and it's just got Howard Stern on the cover. And he was always really protective of like the brand that was making him money. And he was against people like making tchotchkes and shit. And I was like, I felt that way because I would get approached. Like when that show was hot, people would hit me up. Oh, come be on our show. You want to be a guest? You want to be fucking part-time on this, part-time? I got all kinds of business shit, and I just left it unread, dude, because I was like, I'm not gonna get caught up in some other fucking side thing, and that takes any energy away from what I'm trying to do here.
I never thought about what it was like to be like the guy who got goofed on, because I was like the guy who ran everything. And maybe I would have thought, like, I don't know.
I mean, there were parts of it that sucked, but it was so fucking funny, bro. Like that was. I wish
that. Yeah. So I'll tell you, Paul.
Yeah.
I'm down for at least one reunion show.
Sure. Well, at least one. I don't know about like I said, I got no influence on those guys, and I don't know what is between them and that. I can't speak for them, but I'd be happy to fucking pop on the show.
You can
talk about old times, you know what I mean? Talk to that audience, let them know I still think about them, all that shit. Like that would be chill. Sure. And you know,
I realize you can't make choices for other people.
No, and I, you know, like I said, there's a lot of shit that I don't know, don't want to know, fucking none of my business. I'm that type of guy, man. I don't like people.
There's not too much.
Yeah, sure, understood. But yeah, no, I'm down, and like I'm sure the guys will talk to me about this or see it, or if they don't, you know, I'll let them know. You know, it's not like something that, like I said, like you know, you were invited to the Vegas show, so it's not like that would be great, dude. Seeing you back east would be fucking tits, bro. Getting you out there would be the titties, bro.
Where is it?
We're gonna do it up right. We do a whole ass stage show. We could have you come out like a fucking wrestling god, just show up like you're just there, dude. It would be based, bro.
Where are you guys doing it? Which city?
We don't know yet. We're looking in like New York metro, like not deep in the city, but like Nyack or something like that, right? Somewhere like that.
I'll be right back. I have to go pee pee.
Yeah, go for it, buddy. Let me get a beer too. Bring Ben's old mask. That's what I'm saying. We don't tell anybody because nobody watches this shit. We don't tell anybody it's going to happen, and then he just fucking does a run in and beats Gorilla down. Fuck. Never mind. I'm not going to say anymore. I think you guys would be as big or bigger than Rogue now. Let's not be too fucking crazy about it, okay? What happened in Atlantic City? Shh, we don't talk about it. That's one of those persona non grata. Like I'll talk about anything, but you will never hear anything come out of my mouth that I don't know. And I will let you know, I know very little about Atlantic City. What I do know, I wish I didn't. It's a gift to you that I don't tell you what I know. And I know maybe 5%, maybe 10. The iceberg goes deep. There's a lot of people in here. Welcome. Hello, 309 folks. I'm telling you, dude, I'm going to talk to Ben when he gets back about this fucking vertical streaming shit. I got to let him know. It's like algorithmic hacks. It's like, what the fuck? Over here on this nothing channel, there's 309 people live in the middle of a fucking night, like 2 a.m. Okay. Whatever you say, boss. Whatever you say, bossy. TJ confirmed organ trafficker. No, man. TJ would never traffic in organs, bro. Come on. Well, if Ben comes back, you guys in the chat tell him I went to go get a burr. I'll be right back. It's time for a burr. Give me a burr.
Hello, people.
Yep. Okay.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, buddy. Had to go get another burr.
I'm getting all these weird DMs. Like, there's a lot of people being like, "Oh my god, this is like a weird reunion."
Oh, well, I mean, I'm sad it's happening on this shitty fucking throwaway channel that
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
like,
so, you know. Oh, I wanted to tell you, dude, this fucking vertical streaming bullshit is like a hack.
It works.
Yeah, it's like a hack right now, bro.
I've been doing it. Yeah, I do it like I'll go into the city, and my buddy Shabisky,
I know Bisky.
Yeah,
I used to pop into his streams every once in a while and play Among Us with him and shit.
He's one of my best buddies, and he came here, and me and him, like I let him stay here for like a week, and we did some shit in Seattle. Yeah,
like, dude, I've been doing like pretty much twice daily. I've been really working it because, dude, the first couple of times I did it, I was bowled over, dude. I got like 200 or 300 subs on this dead ass channel.
It is weird.
It's like a side channel that I made when Paul's ego was temp banned.
It's because they put you into the shorts feed.
That's what it is, dude. I'll notice, dude. You know how many people came in and were like, "Fuck, bro, I haven't seen you since fucking 2016, dude." It's like, what?
That happened to me, but it was less positive.
Well, whatever the case, I mean, I get a lot of the negativity too, but dude, me and TJ figured it out yesterday together. I have 5 hate subreddits dedicated to me now. 5.
That means you're doing something right.
Is that rookie numbers? I don't know.
Dude, you're not quite at boogie levels.
I'm not boogie level yet, but dude, that's a
dude. I hung out with Boogie.
Did you?
Yeah, because Billy, I went to VidCon with Billy in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
I hung out with a lot of these people.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's cool.
We had Onision on here at one point too.
Well, I remember we had Onision on the show. I always tell people
we had him here after you guys quit the show too.
Yeah, I'll talk. I'll talk sometimes to people because they'll ask me. They'll go like, "What person that you met that was big on YouTube or like a celebrity or whatever? What person was the least like what you expected them to be like in person? And my answer is immediately Onision.
Onision is correctly a very charming man. He's very charming.
That's one way to put it.
And no, when you meet him, he looks you directly in the eyes, he shakes your hand, and he's like, yeah, and then he'll compliment you on something.
Yeah, he does. He's really good. Like, he was super nice. We chilled like an hour before the show that we did on DP with him. And I was bowled over because I expected him to be like a schizophrenic fucking weirdo. And he was like, you know, a normal dude, gave me a firm ass handshake.
And he brought like a super hot chick with him. Do you remember that? Her name's Anastasia.
That's right. He did.
Yep. I know her now because she lives around here.
Chick. I remember that. Yeah. And he looked great too. And he smelled good. I remember that.
I remember TJ said, like, the first thing I noticed when I met Onision, perfect hair is what he said.
Oh, here's a development because I haven't talked to you in fucking 8 years. Do you know I came out as bi?
I saw that with the like fucking reprehensible Jamie Darkey bullshit.
Oh, okay. Got you. Yeah. So now, you know, the whole
thing where you pinch my dick.
Okay, that was. I just wanted to let you know.
Do you remember when you pinched my dick through my jeans?
I did. I squeezed your hog because you were like, you claimed a thickness and a girth. And
no, it was like you told me I had a boner, and I'm like, I don't. It's just my dick in my jeans here.
That's right. Yeah, that is right. Yeah. I said, there's no way you have that much dick meat, and you were like, squeeze it, and I did, and you did. You know, but I just want to let you know that was not a sexual squeeze. That was purely scientific. Okay?
I didn't think it was,
but I do want to
squeeze my dick now.
I want to fuck Jude Law.
Jude Law.
Remember that Jude Law cutout, bro?
Yes, I remember that.
See, dude, I worshipped at that shrine, bro. But no, that's funny. That's just a funny thing because it was always kind of like a meme on the show that I was a little bit gay. And I was very, very resistant.
It was weird because when all you guys left, I learned how to like make the screens work better. So now when like there's a group of people in a studio now, I can like make the show on every screen. It used to be like there was like a middle screen. We were like very I don't know.
I mean, like nobody was doing what we were doing back then. Doing like a 4-cam show every fucking weekday, sometimes fucking every day of the week.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like that fucking science lab of a fucking studio was crazy. It was just like you couldn't really explain it to people. They had to kind of see the amount of fucking different devices you had chained together to make because at that time, dude, all the shit we were using wasn't as good as it is now, too. OBS wasn't there yet. You know what I mean? The streaming platforms that we were using weren't there yet in terms of accepting the bit rate proper. So we were it was a battle, bro. I just remember me and you figuring out some fucking camera thing or figuring out some lag issue that we had in the last show and just like spending hours up there and just talking shit, smoking weed and trying to figure out what we were doing. But dude, I will say this, dude, starting another show and trying to wrangle a multicam setup and the whole audio shit, bro, it was like fucking gave me a new appreciation for Ben's role. You know what I mean? Like I was like, dude, you handling the tech end of shit really was a boon for that fucking show because, you know, as Frankenstein as it was a template for what people are using now.
Yeah. And I still do it here. Like if you look at the, what was it? 1000th episode or whatever.
I saw that. The show looks great. I mean, you got a multicam setup, your little area, you use more green screen stuff, which is dope. You know what I mean? Like I understand that. Like that looks better than.
Do you guys know what happened to Billy though? Billy actually almost died last year of a heart attack.
I heard. I reached out to him,
and he's
or Reddit or something.
And I told him you don't have to drive here anymore.
Yeah,
when that happened.
Yeah, I mean, that was nice of you, dude. Man, that fucking breaks my heart because he was doing so well, like in terms of weight loss and shit.
He was, but I I'm not his doctor, but I have to question if the system he used to lose the weight contributed, but his dad also had like heart issues and everything, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you remember, like, we did the 24-hour show and me, you, and Billy, we walked down the road to like Tavern Hall.
We figured out how to do that. I was like, dude, I will go live on Ideology.
Yep.
You pull up Ideology and we'll just fucking take my phone and we'll go. And that ended up, dude, that was a template too. Like multi-streaming and like using multiple devices to run the stream, and so you can go places and then come back to the studio and shit. Nobody was doing that. And and you and I troopered that fucking whole 24 hours all the way through, bro.
Yeah, I think like I was on it, but I took probably like an hour shit during like
you might have napped at one point, but bro, dude, that was a crazy show too. It was just one of those shows that like it would be hard to pull off that level of
everyone loves it. Like people post that as their favorite of the whole DP zeitgeist.
It was a crazy show. But dude, we did a 24-hour show for DFF,
and then your house burned down.
Yeah, that night, dead asleep. Fucking fucked, bro. That was crazy shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, wild shit.
You know what though? Like TJ had told me like a couple months before that he was told that house might burn down.
Oh, dude, that house was rickety and ramshackle as fuck. It was all cobbled together swamp. It was a swamp mansion, is what it was.
Swamp mansion.
It was. It was in this shitty little area called Beauchamp down there in Louisiana. It's just a suburb of it's a North Shore Louisiana suburb of New Orleans. And Beauchamp, I think it's where their dad owned his mansion back when they were kids.
I have to do it, Paul.
What?
Did you hear Brett Keane quit YouTube yesterday?
Again? No. The cycle continues? Yeah. No, my little birds, I tell people all the time, like I'm a retired Keenologist. I don't follow it like I used to. But my little birds still let me know what's going on with the manatee. You got to keep up.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, he made a video yesterday. I don't know. Can you play it here? It's so fucking. It's like, yeah, I'm leaving it good. YouTube doesn't care about me. Like it's sad posting, like manatee level.
He might private it because he watches these.
I think it's still live, but I'm not trying to tell you how to run your stream.
No. I'll try. I haven't tried to do this video thing. Let's see. Important message by Brett Keane. Is that the one?
Yep. That's it.
Dude, man, he's pulling in the views though. He's got 100 views. We're gonna give him 101 tonight. Manatee broke triple digits. Let's see. It's probably gonna look like shit, but people will be able to hear it. That's what matters. You guys have probably noticed if you still cover him that he's not there anymore. Like
no. Yeah. He's like a disgrace.
He's a total fucking disgrace. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna be tiny, but that's okay. They don't need to see us.
It's cool. It's cool.
You can see this. Let's see. All right, here we go. Let me know if you can hear this. You should.
All right.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I think I did it wrong. Let me do it one more time here. Your entire screen.
Yep. Got Brett Keane, the Brett Keane Show.
Yeah.
Chord TV radio.
And the manatee. All right. Okay, so now I don't hear anything. He used to have badass metal.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keane, and you are watching and listening to Brett.
And watching and listening. He has to do that because, like, he does the radio, so he's like, "You're watching and listening." He always does that.
Wanted to be a radio guy. Remember the Stallion era? The Stallion era was like him trying to do shock jock stuff. Like the Stallion era was the golden era of Brett Keane, bro. He was never better. He was doing all these like weird kayfabe things, pretending to be other people, using like early voice changers and shit, like before people were really doing that. Like the manatee was created during the stallion era, but it's just been stagnation since.
Yeah.
God TV Radio International.
International?
International. It's all over the world.
What the fuck, bro? International, bro.
Yeah. Core TV Radio International.
And
it's
aristocratic
TV,
manatee.
it's radio, and it's international.
Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck? Hold on, let's hear that again.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brett Keane, and you are watching and listening to Brett Keane, God TV Radio International.
That's a fucking mouthful, man. That's a mumbling mouthful.
This fucker.
God TV Radio is already a mouthful, but now it's Brett Keane, God TV Radio International. Dude, it's going to go off the page. It's going to have to go to a second line. What the fuck? Why doesn't he just call it what it's labeled up here? The Brett Keane Show. I'm a fucking retard.
Yeah. So you'll
Did
want
you
to
notice
go to the
that he it's just a gif of his head like bobbling around with like a fake microphone.
We covered a manatee video like months ago, and I thought it was him in the dark, and I was like, wow.
No.
And then I was like, wait a minute, that's a fake mic. And that's just like a fucking shitty looped gif of the manatee's head from like 20 years ago. It's like, what?
Yeah.
So he won't even appear on
He must be probably like 2,000 pounds.
You think?
Like laying in his bed. Yes. On his belly.
Oh my God.
So my description, you'll need to follow me on Twitter as well as Rumble. I rarely ever use Facebook unless I'm doing a one-on-one discussion.
Well, that's good to know. I was really wondering about that. I'm looking to engage with Brett Keane.
Discussion with someone. You're going to need to do this because for the last 2 weeks I've been hit with hate speech.
Well, maybe you should stop hate speeching.
Yeah, dude. He's like, why do you like trannies situation? Like it's
dude, my channel, Paul's Ego, which existed in since 2006, was flagged down with a bunch of hate speech shit. And I immediately, you know me, immediately my mind said, Brett Keane has done this to me.
Yes.
That fucking son of a bitch. And now he's reaping the whirlwind just like a fucking gummy manatee does. And it makes me happy.
It happened to me too.
Which channel?
TJ made a t-shirt sale commercial where like the Twin Towers were getting hit by the fucking airplanes. And it was like, you're recruiting. It was something like you're recruiting like terrorism or something stupid like that. So.
Yeah, we had to edit a show a few months ago because he threatened to murder Greg Abbott.
What was last night, Paul?
What do you mean?
What did you? I heard you didn't like leave your show up last night. Did your dick come out?
No, no, it almost came out before that. No, I'm doing this character called Paul's Eagle now, where I'm like doing this really like fucking dead on right wing caricature and stuff, and I said some pretty spicy shit on the show. Nothing that I would ban me for, but you know, YouTube is real super sensitive, so.
I noticed your argument with Scotty that everyone thought was kayfabe. That was not kayfabe. Like, no. I know you guys. That was like
that
legit.
Was real as fucking
yes.
Yeah, but
they all want to believe it's kayfabe, and they're like, yeah, there's kayfabe. That was real as fuck.
Oh yeah, there was nothing kayfabe. I tried to tell people, but you know how people are. They're just not gonna fucking believe.
But it was cool. You guys like worked it out, you know. So.
Well, I mean, like shit like that. I mean, you know, like I think, dude, this is a whole spun off conversation, but like, I think now people don't know what it's like to have guy friends. It's different on the internet. You know what I mean? Where you could just block.
It was like you and me over the like, you're fat, you lose weight thing from back in the day. Yeah. People thought that was kayfabe.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's just like people can't tell anymore because they've never had guy friends. You know what I mean? Like dudes sometimes get brolic with each other.
You take the piss.
Yeah, and then and then somebody takes it a little too far. People get butt hurt and get brolic a little bit, and then they hug it out. Like it's hard to explain that to people that don't have real life friends anymore. You know, like I try to explain to people like online friendship is not friendship, bro. Like I'm sorry to tell you, like unless you met somebody in person, like or on your way to doing that, it's not real yet, dude. You can just block that person and ghost them, and it's gone. You know.
True. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you didn't. That's good. That's what we do here. You're not doing. You know, you do whatever you want. You can say whatever you want.
My comments as well as my videos, I'm getting fucking wrecked over here by.
Getting fucking wrecked. Get wrecked, you dummy bitch, dude. This is so good. I'm so glad that your false flagging piece of shit ass is getting a taste of your own medicine. And of course, he's on the fucking tranny this, tranny that grift.
Yep.
Of course he is. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of every issue since I learned.
YouTube. And I just can't do it anymore. I've also oh my
God, you'll be back in fucking 5 days, bro. Let's be real. That's my call, by the way, as an old keenologist. It'll be within the next week. You'll hear from this gummy piece of shit again. You can't resist.
No, yeah, he's going nowhere.
Channel's been suppressed repeatedly.
Suppressed. You can't break fucking triple digits. You're being suppressed. Whatever, bitch. You punk ass bitch, dude. I love this fucking gummy manatee, though. I do, dude. I really do, man. I've talked about him before, and dude, like I love to hate this motherfucker. He's a lovable, hateable piece of fucking goddamn shit.
He brought so many people together by hating him.
That song, At Least You're Not Brett Keane, is like We Are the World to me.
Brett Keane, you're not as slick as you. Oh, hold on. What's the best Brett Keane song?
Oh, that's tough, bro.
I like the whole like it's almost like something corporate. Brett Keane, you're not as slick as you think.
Dude, that was an old one too. That one was before DP. That dude.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good one. That was probably the most slickly produced one. Although, At Least You're Not Brett Keane is like the one that always comes to my mind. I still think that sometimes when I fail at life and some shit happens, I go, well, you know, I could be that fat fucking son of a bitch laying on my belly on a fucking piss-stained mattress in Missouri somewhere. You know what I mean? Ranting and raving to 4 people. It's fucking like. At least I'm not Brett Keane.
Everything that I have been doing for the past 2 weeks, the views have been cut more than half. It's pretty bad. So
it's been pretty bad.
I'm gonna check.
By the way, I was contacted by Zabier's ex-girlfriend. You know Zabier, right?
Yeah. Xavier Keane. Yeah.
Yeah, I was contacted by Xavier, like when they broke up. She looked up like how Brett was famous online, and she told me like Brett he's not anything like he presents himself online. Shocker.
I believe that.
Yeah.
It looks like you were getting fucking pretty low views 3 months ago, Brett. Here's 107. Let's see. He's claiming last week everything's suppressed. Here's you know what I mean? Like you have a couple that break out when you clickbait enough, but like it looks like, hold on, is this all you have up? Where's all your videos? This is it? Is he just like taking videos down and shit? No, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, he does. He did one like a couple days ago called like, I don't want to talk about DP anymore. And that's gone.
Sure.
So.
Well, this is a real loss to the community.
He claims every time we ever bought him on DP, we paid him $1,000 too, which is like insanely untrue.
Lie. Dude, he did get some money out of us. By the way,
a couple times,
way more than he should have ever gotten for anything. But
I don't know. Like those specials probably netted like $20,000 to $30,000. So paying Brett Keane $1,000 really wasn't.
That's a pretty good investment.
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't know the numbers behind shit, nor should I have. I was not a fucking, yeah, that's crazy.
On my comments as well as my videos, I'm getting fucking wrecked over here by YouTube, and I just can't do it anymore. My channel's been suppressed repeatedly. Everything that I have been doing for the past 2 weeks, the views have been cut more than half.
Aww.
It's pretty bad. So if you want to watch my stuff, if you care about my material and content, you can subscribe to me.
You know what this is? This is a promised land move. You remember that back in the day, and when a new platform would come out and everybody would be like, you know what? Fuck GooTube. I'm out.
Yep.
You can find me over on livevideo.com.
He did like vid.me a lot. He's probably on Kick or whatever.
And we used to call it the promised land back in the day because those people would like go there claiming it was like everything YouTube should be. And then like less than a month later, they'd be back on their main channel going like, what's up, YouTube? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
this is just another one of those. The cycle fucking continues.
On my radio, you can leave comments on every episode that I do on the radio, as well as Rumble.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
And Twitter.
Nobody's going to do that. You're gonna have to bot those comments, Brad.
By the way, Paul, you haven't seen it recently, but me and Gail Chord will do like full streams together, and she is the most delightful woman ever.
Oh, dude. That's the thing is like people try and give me shit. Sometimes they'll be like, because I'll especially after that lolcow gauntlet I did, they're like, oh, you make a bunch of money making fun of retarded people like Gail, and I was like, dude, we were always chill with Gail.
Gail is brilliant, actually.
I always thought she was. When we had her on, that is exactly how I would describe her. Delightful. And she was so cool with us and knew she was in on it. You know what I mean? She loved the controversy and shit. And she was very smart, very cordial, and very nice woman. So I'm glad to hear she's...
Every time I have Gail on, I'll like chuck her some money or whatever. She had to move. She had to leave Florida. It got too expensive. And now she's living in Alabama. And her kids want to throw her in a nut house and everything. It's really sad. She is perfectly fine the way she is.
And she always looked like she was. That was the thing. Is like every time I saw Gail in her house, it was like she's living or she was walking around her little city, and I was just like, dude, not everything is as it seems. She might have some wild ideas. She might write some crazy fiction. But to assume that she's just like a gibbering idiot that can't take care of herself is a whole nother level.
Yeah. Yep.
Stupid. You know what I mean? In my opinion. Now, I was hearing some troubling things about G-Time recently.
I'm not a fan of G-Time.
Oh, what happened with G-Time?
G-Time,
did he kick so I heard he kicked a dog.
He did. That is like irrefutable.
When people send me that video, it broke my heart because G-Time and I grew up like fucking 10 miles apart
in the same area. He was in the hills or whatever.
Chowchilla. He grew up in Chowchilla, California. It's like 10 miles from Madera. So pretty crazy. But I saw him kick the dog, but he didn't have a redemption arc at all. You just kind of like cut ties.
I personally don't like G-Time very much.
Oh, even back in the day, did you feel that way?
No. I liked him. He was like a very likable hippie weirdo. And then I found out he's kind of not that great.
Oh, okay.
So personally, I'm not a fan.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, I heard he got arrested on a live stream or something.
He did. That was insane. Like federal agents arrested him. Well, the dog did not attack him, by the way. I see your chat. No, he fucking kicked his dog to like try to teach it a lesson, and the dog like whimpered and shit. It made me so mad because I love dogs a lot. So.
Yeah. No, I care about dogs more than humans, animals in general more than human beings. Usually, I have more empathy.
is probably the best place for you to connect with, because you'll constantly be able to keep contact with me and communicate and all that. And I'm also thinking about getting
nobody wants to communicate with you, bro. I don't want to talk to me. This is like a minute and fucking 30 seconds of like, it's like, come on, dude.
This asshole.
He's making videos like 2007 or some shit still.
And he has this shitty like GIF, like looping GIF of his like bobblehead back and forth.
It's so low rent. Like, there's so many like fucking easier things you could do today that would look way better that are like free. You know what I mean? But he chooses to look low rent, you know.
Verified subscription through that, so I can also post videos to that as well. But my days on YouTube,
I can tell he's gotten fatter from that voice.
Oh, dude, you can hear him like choking on his own fat. His fat is like suffocating.
Yeah, dude, I can hear it, dude. I'm a fatty, bro. I know that sound, bro. That's a gurgle if somebody's blipped up, bro. I bet he's gained 100 pounds and he just doesn't want to show it, bro.
Dude, he is a land whale. This fucker.
We're over. I'm not wanting to quit, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not wanting to stop. I've been hoping that Elon Musk would create a video sharing site that's integrated.
Elon Musk would ban you immediately if he did.
Wait for it. No, you gotta wait for Twitter. Elon Musk.
Something that's a little bit better to navigate than just simply posting the video to Twitter and then it disappears after 100 posts.
You gotta buy that blue check mark, bitch.
Once he does that, once he creates a search engine, I find no reason anymore to even use YouTube. I've been wanting to delete my YouTube channel for a long time. I've been wanting to walk away.
We know. Yeah, we probably made fucking high six figures knowing that, Brett. Come on, buddy.
Yeah.
And Google, I hate this corporation. I think they're evil. I think they're ran by fucking Satan. The only reason.
Okay, wait a minute. I agree. Broken clock. Broken clock is right. You know, I do think YouTube is run by Satan. We agree on that.
And I've ever used this shit is because it's the only video sharing site out there that was getting any kind of views. But now that they're taking that away from me, and
what are they taking?
They're taking it away from me.
We looked 5 months ago and there was a video with 107 views on it, Brett. What did they take? Nothing, dude. Is Brett ever going to realize that it's him? It's not YouTube as a corporation going like, let's fuck over Brett Keane.
It's crazy how he probably looks at the videos of us like dunking on him and they get like hundreds of thousands of views and he's so butthurt about that.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's rent free in his head still to this day, bro. Because he'll like every once in a while he'll make a TJ Ponage video and it's always the same. It's like, you know, back in the day, you know, all YouTube guys, me and TJ, we used to be friends in a situation. You know what I mean? It's always the same, but he'll retell it like it's his first expose, and we'll cover it on the show sometimes. And it's just like dude, all that shit is still so rent free in this dude's fucking mind.
He does the same thing there's a thing with me and Billy where we were hanging out with Ice Poseidon and Sam Pepper.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, oh, these people are racist because Ice Poseidon and Sam Pepper did some racist shit.
Right.
And he'll always put it in his thumbnail and everything.
Yeah. He thinks he's got a he thinks he's got a gotcha. He will ride it until it's fucking the mule is dead and desiccated, bro. And he'll just keep riding the bones. Like he just like never gives up when he thinks he's got a pwn on somebody, but he never does.
Fucking badgering me constantly about hate speech. I just can't do it.
I love how we trained this motherfucker not to use the word situation.
Yeah, or individual.
Individual. Like we changed his whole fucking sentence structure and vocabulary. Dude, we basically like raised Brett Keane partially. You know that? Like everything.
A little bit.
We did, dude, because he was not. He was. I think we humanized Brett Keane. I think we did.
It was he can, like, Father was the pinnacle of his creation, right?
He doesn't know that, but like that song is a legit groove.
Dude, I could see like Ministry doing it.
Yes, it would be dope. Dude, Marshall's cover of that was fucking amazing.
That was great. Yes. I always picture like Ministry or like Cam FTM covering it.
V&V Nation.
Yep. Yeah, V&V Nation's another good one.
Yeah.
So there's that. I'm not quitting. I'm just trying to fucking survive and be able to let you all know.
Dude, 100 views, Brett. What is that, dude? You haven't survived. You've died, bro.
Dude, he's dying for like DP to cover him. You know, so
you guys have been starving the manatee.
Mostly, yeah. And then when I do, it's only like, oh, Brett Keane leaves YouTube again, you know, that kind of thing.
Right, just fucking on him once in a while. We do the same, basically. But like covering him day to day, I wouldn't even want to do it. Yeah, it's fun to do this because it's like old timeies, but like
we should, for the money, get back together and cover Brett Keane.
I mean,
and we would be rich. We'd be rich, motherfuckers.
We would probably cash in pretty fucking big. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes,
and I would love that too. I would buy myself something real nice.
Yeah.
Oh, where my
make sure Brett knew.
They always talk about like all the like I've seen the like hate subreddits, the Paul hate subreddits. Yeah. They talk about you buying another watch.
Yeah. Dude, I'm a fucking watch nerd now, dude. I'm ready.
No,
dude.
It's cool.
I swear to God, I could probably buy myself a legitimate luxury watch because I buy like micro brand shit, like $300-$400 watches max. You know what I mean? I've got 4 of them.
They look good. Like, so like you just buy like primary colors to like match with what you're wearing, or
sometimes, yeah. I buy what I like, and so like I look. You know how I am. I'm cheap as fuck. So I looked at these types of watches for years, like 2 years. I sat and learned what I like.
I know, like you're not like careless with your fashion. You know, I remember your whole excuse me, sir, are you homeless?
Yeah. I'm not super aware of it, but I like to look a certain way. Yeah. I mean, it's basically how I dressed in high school, how I would have looked in high school had I been able to, grow a beard, basically. I mean,
so
I
it's
like the 90s, basically.
So what colors are the watches?
I have, the one I'm wearing now is, hold on. Let me get out of here, man. Nobody cares you're fucking leaving. Give me a sec. I'll
interviewing
be right
Paul now.
No, I can't leave the studio. Hold on.
It's cool. It's cool, dude. I didn't mean to like.
No. See, okay. Bloop, and then bloop. Nope, that's not gonna fix it, huh? Oh wait, I got to do this. Bloop and then bloop. Okay, fixed. StreamYard sucks. Let's see. What were we talking about? Fuck, I'm stoned. I can't remember what we were talking about.
We were talking about watches, and then we were watching Brett Keane.
Yeah. Well, Brett Keane's leaving YouTube. He'll be back in 5 days. That's my call.
Dude, we've covered him leaving, and he was back in like 10 hours.
Oh, sometimes it's a matter of minutes. I can see this one's hung there for a day, so I figure he'll hold out till midweek next week. You know what I mean? And then he'll be like,
isn't it weird how he collects an island of misfit toys every time, though?
Yeah, that was a perfect. I don't know who it was, which one of us coined that, but it was
you did.
Did I?
I think.
Well, whoever that was perfect because it's so true. Like the lamest numpties find their way to bread.
There was G-Man. You see how G-Man like turned on Shani, and now he's like making money on donos going against Shani.
Whoa.
Yeah.
G-Man's still out there doing it too.
G-Man is so like we stopped having G-Man on because he said like if he was dating someone and found out they were trans, he'd murder them. Yeah. And we were like, all right, that's gross.
Is he still friend with that little Quasimodo fuck that was like, hey, bud, let me watch your bulls? That guy, that little fella. You remember who that was? That little
J-Dubs?
J-Dubs, yes.
Yeah. J-Dubs actually does a show with Von Helton now.
I thought Von Helton died.
No, actually Von Helton's mom died and he inherited her whole house and everything. So now Von Helton is sitting on like a pile of old lady money.
Oh my God.
And
the worst piece of shit.
He was living in a trailer on his mom's property, but now he has his mom's house and like all the money that she left behind.
Crazy.
Yep.
Wow. I got to pee like you did, so I will be right back, sir.
Yep. No problem, sir. Hello to Paul's chat. How are you doing, guys? Give the video a big thumbs up. Let me see how many thumbs up this fucking video has. 137. You guys can do better. There's 341 of us here. So, just so you know, I don't harbor any ill will against any of my former DP hosts, and I hope we could all have at least one stream, like a reunion where all four of us are together again. Do it. TJ sent me some emails a year ago, maybe like a year and a half ago, and he invited me to the Deep Fat Fried meetup in Las Vegas, and I didn't feel comfortable accepting, so I didn't go. And now I'm doing new things. If you ever want to check us out, you don't have to, but we're doing like a totally different format now.
Oh, so, neat.
Yeah.
Cool beans. Yeah. Everybody go check out DB. We used to call it DB because people would come and say DP better for like the first 3 years of DFF.
Oh, I got the DFF beta.
Did thing. You were getting you were getting the fucking other side of it. Yeah. Fuck them all.
Yeah.
Fuck them all. I say all the time, people don't like, that's why entertainers make money. People don't know what they want. If they knew what they wanted, they'd go make it themselves.
Yeah, they like. Yeah, I learned that with AI music. I've been making AI music lately.
TJ's been into that shit too. We've been playing.
Dude, I made one that was like the 9 Inch Nails version of exactly like. It took me like a whole day, but it made the exact like 1994 era 9 Inch Nails song that I wanted.
That's cool.
It just yeah, it's pretty crazy.
That is actually cool. Yeah, I haven't fucked around with it much. I'm kind of like, I don't know. I just don't. I've never been like visually or songwriting. Well, not songwriting. I was good at, but like composing songs and stuff has always been a problem for me, like musically speaking.
The thing about AI is like it eliminates all of that, like the entire learning curve of songwriting. You just tell it what you want it to do in your best description, and it makes a song. It makes two, like the one I use. It make for every like one thing. Let's make a song together, Paul's ego. Let's do this.
Okay, we can do that.
All right.
Make a pseudo song.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh God. We're going to just auto-generate the lyrics for now because that's the longest part.
Sure, it takes
a bit, but like name like how would you like a song to sound? Can you give me like, how would you describe it?
Early Ministry song about farts would be awesome. like early ministry. We're talking like Land of Rape and Honey ministry, Stigmata ministry.
So you would say like industrial.
Yeah, like late 80s, early 90s industrial kind of like fucking really kind of raw, raggedy.
Let's see what this does. I don't know. I put in like early ministry song about farts. We'll see what it says here.
Sure. Industrial farts, yeah. I do like industrial farts. That is true. Well,
I'm wondering if you... Let's see if you can hear this.
You can share your screen, I think. If you
can you hear the music?
No.
All right. Yeah, I don't think we're descriptive enough.
Here, I can. If you send me the link, I'll just pull it up over here and I'll share it like I did with Brett.
All right. Hold on.
You can throw it in the private chat over here.
I don't know why it shows like female voices too. It is not like as hard as like I thought.
So you have to like refine it or whatever. Like you get one and then you tell it like change this, make this more like this. Okay, got it.
Yeah. So like you want like industrial, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me do it and then I'll send you another one because these suck, honestly. Let's see. 1990s industrial metal booming electronic drums Discord. All right.
Trying to make it. Jimmy Carter's goal is to vote for Kamala Harris. Oh, poor Jimmy. He's dying. He doesn't look good. Poor Jimmy. He's starting to look like the preacher Kane from Poltergeist.
You know, me and Jimmy Dore are buddies.
Oh, yeah?
Did you know that? Like, me and Jimmy have hung out and shit. Like, after the DP days where we, like, trashed his ass, he reached out to me and, like, me and Jimmy, like, Jimmy will give me free tickets to his shows when he comes to town. And
that's super cool. Yeah. I mean, I liked Jimmy for a while there. When he kind of went into the anti-vax shit, I was like, come on, buddy.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. The last time he was on, he was like, I don't want to get your channel in trouble.
Sure.
You know, he was still pushing.
To, like, throw the baby out with the bathwater. If somebody's got a bad opinion, they're a shitty person type of people. But yeah, that one sucked. But yeah, I like Jimmy. I mean, like the Spitting Viper redeemed.
That was hilarious. All right, so here's one that's like semi what I was going for. I'll show you I'll send you a link to a song I worked on for like a week that I wanted to sound like Nine Inch Nails, and it was pretty good.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, send it. Check it out. Throw it up on the fucking screen share.
I put it on the thing like we made just a second ago. I put in Discord, and then the next link I sent in Discord is something I made to be like pretty hate machine kind of era shit.
Okay. Cool. All right, let's see. All right, yeah, I see the Coffee Dreams.
Yeah. It's okay. The other one, I'm Alive, is like a song that I spent like a whole like week working on.
Okay, cool. Let me just pull this up and get the screen shared. Blue, blue, blue. All right, let's see. So this is the one you just made.
Morning lights up, cup of drinks, sip the hope, throwing Streams. Still will rise. Eyes awake. Through the magic. Life we take. Coffee dreams. Holiday nights.
I mean, that's honestly not fucking bad, bro.
Yeah, that was in no time too.
Right.
Like the lyrics are auto-generated.
And let me pull up this other fucking thing.
The other one that I sent you, I wrote all the lyrics to that one.
All right, cool. Let me check this one.
I wanted it to sound like a Pretty Hate Machine type industrial.
Yeah, that's the era right there.
That's my fave.
Yeah, that's when it was the best. Let's see.
I even put Reznor vocals, and it sounds like Trent.
Does it? Let's see.
Yeah.
You thought you took the best of me.
It does.
Yep.
You thought that I was dead and gone. I'm back and the truth is all I see. And your reign of terror is done. It's all done.
Yeah, I mean, that does sound like Trent.
Yep.
Yeah, you're not kidding. It's actually crazy to me, like, what AI is capable of now. It's fucking wild.
Skynet will be controlling our nukes before you know it.
And it's fucking like happening so quick too. I feel like it's just like like right around the corner.
Well, have you seen like how AI will like summarize a chat or like a comment thread now?
Yeah, I have seen that. It's
so
crazy.
weird.
The generative video AI shit, that Sora shit. Have you seen that?
What Sora is that? Whose AI is that?
I think it's an open AI video. So it creates photorealistic video on demand in the same way that Suno creates a song. And it's being beta tested right now, limited, and then people are starting to like release some of the shit that it's done. You should cover it on the show. We covered it a couple of months ago, and a couple of months ago it was wild. Now it's even fucking crazier. Like it's like if nobody told you like this isn't real, you wouldn't know it. And it reacts to prompts in the same way that you said Suno does. Like if you tell it like make an Asian lady walking down a neon drenched cyberpunk Tokyo, primary colors pink,
so it's a visual AI,
right? Yeah, and then it makes a thing, and then you say no, make the lady shorter, make her fatter, make her this, but put her in a black trench coat, put her in this, and it just makes it. And it's just like we're like 10 steps from somebody being like Hollywood's going to be irrelevant, filmmakers are going to be irrelevant because people are just going to go like, I want to see a badass movie that's scary, funny, and heartwarming, and I want to see a fucking.
It would just make it in like minutes.
Yeah, like minutes, or maybe at first it'll probably take a while because it's a lot of you're doing audio and visual data and you're marrying them. So it's probably going to take maybe overnight. Like you prompt it, and then the next day when you woke up, you got a movie that's made to your tastes, starring whoever you want, whatever star.
Yeah, we become too customized, and that's why like there's not like global celebrities really anymore.
I was trying to explain that to people the
other day. There will never be another
Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. I was trying to explain that to a bunch of Zoomers in my chat the other day that like Michael Jackson was it. And like they were trying to say, would Taylor Swift? And I was like, dude, Taylor Swift is popular.
Not even close.
I'm not trying to hate, but she doesn't even come close. You don't understand. Michael Jackson was like Mickey Mouse. He was like, you could say that name anywhere in the world. And dude, tribesmen knew who he was. He did concerts for them. He did a concert in Ghana one time that was attended by like Maoris almost exclusively. It was fucking nut. Everybody knew his name everywhere. Maybe like the Sentinel Island people didn't know his name, but everybody else knew.
Yeah, he was the most famous person probably ever.
Yep. And probably that there ever will be. I mean, you could say Jesus,
I agree. I don't see how we get another one.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, well, nowadays celebrity is diluted because now everybody's a little micro celebrity or whatever the fuck. And so people don't understand like the power of that before the internet to be able to reach into that many homes was just unprecedented.
Yes, you could have went to like Egypt and been like Michael Jackson, and they all would have like known who he was.
They would have moonwalked. They would have fucking, done something Michael Jackson. They would have known who he was. They would have sang one of his songs. I mean, he was ubiquitous. And that type of celebrity ubiquity doesn't exist anymore. Probably never will again. Trump is like different though. It's
not the same.
It's a celebrity, right? Like everybody probably knows who Trump is, and he is a celebrity unequivocally, but it's not the same. He's not for the same reasons. Like there have been politicians like Hitler. Everybody knows who fucking Hitler is. That doesn't mean he's the same as, talking about celebrity, not political actors, Well, no, sometimes celebrities are political actors. You get my drift. Not politicians. But it's crazy. I don't know. As I get older, I'm just looking to fucking find a safe place to settle down with my wife, and we start a non-internet business. That's like my midterm goal, I guess. I'm like looking at something that's not the internet, something I can run myself, and maybe it gets big enough to where I can hire some people to run it for me, and I can just sit back and collect the dividend. That's my long-term fucking shit. Because I feel like the world's about to go to shit. But I've always felt that way. So maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'm still a doomer. Well, I don't want to keep you all fucking night, Ben. It was cool to talk to you though, bro.
Yeah, I'm fine with hanging out, but if you're done...
No, that's cool. I just wanted to make sure that you didn't feel
No, I'm all good. I have a little more time. Tomorrow's gonna be a hot day. I wanted to go to Lake Sammamish, if you're familiar with that.
Yeah. We stayed up there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna grab another beer though, so I'll be right back.
Yep. All right, buddy. I'm gonna go take a piss too while he's gone. So stay tuned. Lay down your little bit. Lay down your little bit. Stay in here with me. You want to go? I don't want to be yelling and screaming at the top of my lungs. So you stay or you go. Damn, that was a fast one. Psst, psst, psst. Came out high pressure because I'm drinking beers. Give me a fucking break. Good night, Moon. No, this is fun. I mean, I'm glad that as much time has passed for Ben as it seems to have for me, and we seem to be on the same fucking page, bro. It's like, how do you hold that big of a fucking personal grudge that long? I don't know. I'm glad I'm not that type of person. I'm glad Ben isn't that type of person. Paul, will you ever review the new Hellraiser? Dude, I want to do a whole new Hellraiser retrospective, every movie again, from a critical perspective. I have some plans, bro. I have some plans. This was wholesome as hell. Well, we're going to chill for a while. This ain't over. It might turn nasty at any moment. You never know. No, I'm kidding. I don't have any desire for that. I'm too old. Let's dance.
Put on your red shoes and dance the blues.
Song has been stuck in my fucking head for like 6 weeks.
You know, Stevie Ray Vaughan was the guitar player in that song.
I did know that. Yeah, my stepdad.
One of the greatest guitar players of all time. Like, probably like top 5 greatest ever. Like, objectively greatest ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah, no. I was thinking about I don't know. It's just been nice to catch up after all this time. I still think about that time of my life every day. I'm always very thankful to get to do what it is that I do for a living, because dude, it's fucking crazy. Like, you ask little kids now, back when we were kids, it was like, I want to be an astronaut. Now it's like, I want to be a fucking TikToker or whatever. And it's, to be able to make like a living doing that is like a privilege.
Living in a city like Seattle, I still get like people coming up to me.
Yeah. I don't
especially
go
at the
out
weed
enough.
shops.
I don't go out enough to get seen, but yeah, no, I do, and I am recognized by people, and it's fun. It's just weird, man. It's just a weird life.
It's a weird thing with me, like we're close to the same age, you know. I'm probably like a year younger than you. I have to leave to feel alive. Like, I cannot live in my little tunnel. Like, I could be here and just never leave.
Yeah,
but I have to. I'm in the COVID whole era drove me insane.
Oh, me too. Yeah, no, I'm an outside guy. Like, I like having a yard and sitting in it all fucking day. I'm one of those dudes. And
I have that, but I need to like go to like a bar. Like, I was like a big bar guy. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
So. I never was that, so I didn't miss that after COVID, but I definitely hated being just cooped up.
Do you remember when you went to my hometown and the dude was like, go back to your parents' basement, and you were like so pissed off?
We were having like a little rap battle out in front of a bar on a street, by the way, that was like totally legal to drink on and have fun on.
It was legal to drink like out in the open on that street.
And we were doing that, and this fucking old bastard with this old slapper woman fucking like just
he
like,
had the accent though. You did it very well.
Yeah, he's like, hey,
it's that like northern Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin kind of accent.
You know what you are? You live in your fucking basement is what you do. And I was like, fuck you. And then I went into TJ because I wanted to beat that old man's ass, but I was lucky because there was a ton of our fans around, and they jumped as soon as I said fuck you to him. They jumped on him. They didn't hit him or nothing, but they were all like, get out of here, you fucking old man. You know what I mean?
I knew the meetup in Toledo would be good because its location.
Oh, well, like that street was dope. I mean, to be able to like just walk up and down that street with beer and shit and just fucking drink.
Yeah. It's almost like its own mini New Orleans.
Dudes? Remember those dudes that were like passing out Jello shots in there before the fucking bar show shut them down? There was like a group of dudes that brought Jello shots and were just like in the bar passing it out, and then we're like, why'd they kick us out, man? I was like, because you're fucking giving away what they're trying to sell for free.
Yeah, right.
Come on.
That's stupid.
But it was fun, though, dude. I took a bunch of them Jello shots.
It's so sad Video Game Underground closed their actual location.
So bad times, bro. That was actually a fun little shop.
Yeah, we all went there. We all saw, and there was a really cool comic shop near Video Game Underground too.
That place was better than Video Game Underground.
Yes, it was. That's JC's. That was like the comic shop I went to as a kid.
That's JC's. A dope ass comic shop for sure. It reminds me of Heroes, the one I went to as a kid in Fresno. But it was a nice comic shop. But yeah, no, I like Video Game Underground. It was a charming place. It sucks that it went under.
Dude, my fucking camera is on the it's the wrong fucking camera. I don't know. I've been drinking and I'm like, that's not me.
That's not. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I've been drinking a little bit too. When in Rome, you know.
Oh, there we go. All right.
Here, I'm going to turn on my other light now. Okay, there we go. Now people can see my face. I'm not shrouded in shadow.
So, Paul, I'm glad we get along.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we're cool.
Yeah,
I don't think Anne Frank was
faked.
Yeah, I don't think that.
You don't think Otto had a lot to do with Anne Frank?
No, I don't want to argue about it because I think it might cause more division.
Yeah, dude, it might trigger a fucking no, dude, I love it, but I'm what I always was on DP. Still, I'm a lightning rod. I'm the dude that gets.
I feel like if you can claim to read it at 6 years old, then Anne Frank at 12 years old could easily write a diary.
Maybe. I mean, I did read it at 6. I'm not saying.
Well, there you go.
I'm not saying I understood every little weird adult nuance in it, but I
like
wanted to be...
a 12-year-old is like pretty close to adulthood.
I don't know. I mean, I remember reading that shit in fucking high school, and that's all it's based on, by the way. It's based on my reading of it, and I was just like, did a fucking 12-year-old girl write this?
I think I saw the clip, and Scotty brought up like we were in. He didn't mention me. I was there too when we were in Amsterdam, and yeah, it's a real place.
You went to the Frank house. No, here's the thing. I believe Anne Frank exists.
I don't want to debate this, too.
Okay, we're not going to debate it.
Okay.
That's fine. We don't have to debate it. It's all good. I'm just saying, I believe Anne Frank existed. I believe she wrote a diary. I just don't believe that what was released is entirely her words and her structure.
Well, I mean, like, it was written in Dutch, right? So there is, I mean, like, it was translated. So I'm being charitable to you right now and being like,
it's all good. But like, there are people that equate that, me being skeptical that the words as they're presented in the book are entirely the words of the little girl in an attic and not.
I think they mostly were.
Maybe they were. Maybe I'm wrong about it. It's just like it was a stand. It's something that I've thought since I read it in high school, and I said it because I believe it. And I'm also, me too. I'm also very,
me and you also, we battled over Courtney Love killing Kurt Cobain. I don't believe any of that shit. Like,
I've actually changed my position on that.
Have you?
Yeah, I had to, bro. I had to drop
it. There's no evidence she killed him.
I mean, it's not even that. I think there's some like circumstantial shady shit that went on, but I talked about this on a Hideology a couple months ago, bro, and I'll tell you straight out, my heart was broken when Kurt killed himself. Yeah,
and that's why I think you were approaching it from your own like personal feelings about.
I was. I didn't want to believe that he took himself out. I didn't want to believe it. Like, I remember the day that he died, and we cried. Too. We cried on the way home from school on the bus.
I think I was in the 7th grade when that happened.
I was like the 8th grade or 7th grade.
Yeah. You're a year older than me.
Yeah. So I was probably 8th grade. And I remember riding the bus home and find out from my friend Morgan that Kurt killed himself, and the whole bus wept. And so it's like my heart was broken even as a man 20 years fucking later or more. I didn't want to admit it. I couldn't admit it to myself, and the fact that there was some fucking plausible, I mean, not plausible, but like
it happens to me too.
Shit,
So like people don't want to believe why things happen, so they project their own reality onto it. Yeah, it happens.
I was emotionally compromised to even talk about the subject because, like, honestly, like, and a lot of people would call me out on this, but dude, like, you're my age. You know what Kurt meant to our generation.
Oh, absolutely.
It was like it was like a gut punch when he killed himself. And to be able to even say Kurt killed himself, it took me fucking 20 years.
You know what I did actually, I think it was like last year. Lane Staley's mom puts on a like a remembrance kind of concert where she has bands like cover his songs and everything, and it's really cool. And I've met her before, and she is like so unbelievably awesome.
Yeah.
And so grunge bands sing like, I know you love Nirvana, but like singers, like pure like pipes.
I'm talking. Okay,
Chris Cornell's at the top of that,
Chris
right?
Cornell, Shannon Hoon, and
I would say Lane Staley is
Lane
like,
was great
for me.
You're
is
right.
the
You're
top
probably
of,
right. You're probably right. You're probably right.
He had that like almost like metal cadence. You know what I mean?
Well, he's able to hit that fucking high note with a full throat. Like he wasn't up in his upper register. He was like, ah! But that
yeah.
He was able
like,
to hit that.
Them Bones, like that kind of song.
Man in the Box was the big one that broke them. And you know what it was about? I was never a big fan of Alice in Chains because of that song, The Fucking Rooster.
Oh yeah, it was overplayed on the radio.
Dude, I literally couldn't escape that song for like 3 years.
Though, like if you go to a bar in downtown Seattle, they have like Alice in Chains shit all over the walls. Like if they played there, and they're one of the best bands of their era.
I really like, you know, like in retrospect, I like Alice in Chains a lot more than I would have said I did when I was in my 20s or whatever. But you know, a lot. I mean, just getting old, I think, changes your perspective on shit a lot.
Me too. I didn't like any of the grunge bands. I was all like punk rock, like super fast, you know, Bad Religion, No Effects, like that kind of shit. It took me a while to like appreciate, and that all happened here too. Like I had to like look at it.
Oh yeah, like, you live in Mecca. If you're a fucking 90s rock fan of any stripe, you live in the Mecca of 90s rock.
The Moore Theater is insane. Like you can look at like old performances from the Moore Theater in downtown Seattle.
I saw Mastodon there.
Yeah, I saw Ghost there.
Yep. That's a great theater. That was a great show too. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know, man. Like I'm still as fucking controversial as ever in terms of my fucking opinions and shit. That's just my job. I keep people pissed off. That's kind of what I do for a living. But you know, I'm like moderated a lot of my weirdest position. Like, you know, the Kurt thing. That was tough for me, but I had to do it. I was tired of carrying the water, tired of pretending like circumstantial evidence was worth anything.
I tried to argue that with you, but I think in many ways you're very conspiracy minded.
Oh, 100%, bro. Yeah. I don't believe shit. Like I really do. Like, and like obviously, like sometimes when shit happens, it's right in front of your face. I'm not that crazy, but like, yeah, dude, I believe 9/11 had a component of fucking.
I believe that though too, and then JFK. You know,
I think.
How do you feel about the Trump assassination attempt? Do you have like
there's a lot? I don't know yet. I don't have a read on it yet, but I know there's a lot of shit that doesn't make sense to me about it. Like those like the fact that there was that roof was uncovered makes no sense to me. Like immediately, like when I saw
people
that,
called him out. They were like, "Oh, there's a dude with a gun up on the roof,"
and they have a whole sniper team that's got a shot on him, and they don't take the shot until he shoots. It's fucking weird to me, but I don't know if that's how it went down. And I wasn't there, and I'm not a fucking sniper, so I don't. You know what I mean? I allot to all that, but
I think the snipers for like a presidential kind of appearance are very careful before they shoot. Like,
I would imagine they have to be,
because if they killed the wrong person, it would be very bad.
So you're probably right about that. I mean, it's plausible. It just like anytime some shit like that happens, it just to me, it seems unthinkable that there would be a roof that didn't have a sniper.
It was she got. I guess she had to resign because no one could technically fire her.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like if your job is to protect presidents, and even past presidents, and you give someone like the higher ground line of sight, like down to shoot.
I mean, it was perfect. And there's weird shit too. They said, like, I don't know if this was confirmed or not, but they said the dude that did it was flying a drone over it like just hours before, like scoping it out. And like, how did that happen?
That's, you know what? I have a drone and I'll like fly it up and I'll fly it all around and no one ever is like, where's your drone license or anything like that.
I'm just saying,
so,
like you think if the president was about to be there, that there'd be like a security apparatus there, like looking for that kind of shit. And there just wasn't, you know, and that's crazy to me, but I don't think it was a conspiracy. Dude, you've seen the graphic, right? Where if he hadn't turned his head to look at that stupid fucking thing on the Trinitron monitor, that like he would have been dead. You saw that like
I've seen that, and I'm not sure if that's true, but
I don't know either, but it looks pretty fucking. I mean, like if I've watched the actual footage, you hear the report of a 5.56, and I knew that right away too. Right when that happened, people were saying like it's a small caliber gun, it's a 22. And I was like, dude, that was a sniper rifle. That soft report, that's a sniper rifle. And then he put his hand up to his ear immediately after that report. And so it seems plausible that was about to go through the back of his melon if he had his head turned just the wrong way.
Yeah, probably. And that would have been insane. That video where like the fucking like
the
frothy
back of Trump's head,
red,
just blows out. It just blows out. And I believe we were that close to seeing that on live.
If that
TV.
had happened, what do you think would have happened? Like
Chaos.
Socially in America?
I think there would have been there would have been riots for sure down south. Maybe even, you know, places you wouldn't expect like California and shit. I think there would have been mass civil unrest because the Trumpers are so conspiracy minded already. And there's no way they're going to believe that some lone gunman just did it. They're going to believe Joe Biden fucking had him killed or some shit. And that's what they're running with. They're saying like, oh, that Supreme Court decision came out that said the president can do anything he wants. So Joe Biden hired some nobody sniper guy to fucking take Trump out and it didn't work. You know, that's the big conspiracy as I understand it. And I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like, do I believe it? No. But is it plausible? Maybe. I don't know.
Anything. Yeah, sure. You know. It doesn't even matter how I vote because I'm in Washington, but I'm gonna cast the Kamala vote just to show that Trump is going to lose, even if he wins. He'll lose.
I mean, I don't blame you. You know, I give people a lot of shit about voting because I'm a big proponent of like apply pressure when you can. Sure. Right now, Kamala's not a sure thing yet. She's pretty much a sure thing, but they could do a contested convention. And until then, don't be saying you're going to vote for her. That's my thought process anyway, personally, is like extract something from her, at least a promise. Get a $15 minimum wage promise out of the bitch before you fucking tell everybody you're going to vote for her. But I understand why you're voting the way you're voting. I plan to vote for Jill Stein here in California.
I voted for Jill when Hillary ran against Trump.
I don't blame you. I didn't vote in that election, but yeah, I'm voting for Jill. This will be the first presidential election that I've voted in since 2012, Obama's second term.
Yeah.
And yeah. So, fuck, dude, this fucking beer is going right through me. I gotta piss again. I'll be right back.
All right. I wish Dick's Drive-In delivered. God damn it. Hello, everybody. Please like the stream. Thanks for hanging out. I'm doing my thing. Ooh, there it is. Who expected this? Nobody. Not even me. We can all get along, though, right? Dick's Drive-In, delicious. By the way. Oh, they just closed like 40 minutes ago, but they'll be open at 11:30. Ooh, fuck, I just cracked my neck really hard. I have a little fan over here. Just turned it up. Oh, we can make this happen. It can happen. At least I'm not Brett Keane. I have some of the best Brett Keane footage ever, by the way. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Some Asshole. There's some pretty good shit.
All right. Sorry about that. Bladder ain't what it used to be.
Same here.
Nothing's the way it used to be. Fuck. Old as shit.
Yeah. No, I do that too. I get old.
Yeah. Sucks. I hope it's. I was hoping it skipped you, but
no.
No, it's getting
you know what though? So at the end of this week, I'm going to Vancouver.
Yeah.
For my buddy's like funeral. It's not his funeral, but it's like his service, basically. And there's a place in downtown Vancouver called Gastown.
Yeah.
Which is like the kind of it's kind of sketchy these days and everything. But if you've ever seen the Never Ending Story,
yep.
There's two scenes. There's the one where the bullies like chase Bastion and he like crawls into like the dumpster to hide from them.
Yep.
And then there's the one where Falcor like swoops down and like chases the bullies away.
Yeah.
That's all in Gastown in Vancouver.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I always assumed that was New York when I was a kid.
No. Yeah. That's Vancouver. A lot of shit is filmed even now in Vancouver, probably more than ever before.
Well, they court it now. Like I remember reading about that. A lot of movies are shooting there just because of like the tax breaks they'll give them for shooting in Canada.
I heard they're filming Superman in Cleveland now, and they're doing it basically because the guys who created Superman were from Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah. We had Uwe Boll on DFF a few years ago.
Yep.
That was an interesting conversation. And like I don't know, dude. Like now I think about it all the time. It's like now is the best time if you want to make music or movies or anything. It's never been easier to like do your own shit, you know.
Me and Adam from Your Movie Sucks are buddies, and like we've been to a bunch of concerts together and shit, and he's like one of the he's very inspirational songwriter. Like you can go back through his whole catalog, even Blondie, the band Blondie, which is legendary. They bought one of his songs and recorded it on one of their albums.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's a big band, Blondie.
Yeah, definitely.
No, that's really cool. I mean, yeah, I don't know much about the dude, good, bad, or otherwise.
Dude, me and him have had like this says everything about him as a friend. Like we went to a karaoke night at a bar, and I'm like drunk as fuck. I'm like blacked out almost.
Yeah.
And I'm like leaning up against a wall, and Adam's like, I'm gonna sign up to sing a song, and he signs up for it, and he goes up there, and it's Linkin Park. In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
So that starts playing, but he sings Rockstar by Smash Mouth for the lyrics to that song.
Yeah.
And it fits perfectly.
That's funny, dude.
And I'm like dying the whole fucking time.
That's a lot of songs, though. A lot of songs are just the same 3 chords. You know what I mean?
was funny because me and Adam babysat me while I was like blackout drunk for like a whole day one time. I hung out with Vosh that night too while I was like blackout. Yes. I've hung out with Vosh multiple times. And me and Adam went to this bar and he got me because he's like, "You're drunk. You need water." And he put it in front of me. And then he was like, "I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back." And when he came back, I'm sitting the same way I did before he left, but the water is spilled everywhere.
What the fuck, dude?
And I'm like, what? Like, it was like absolute chaos, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that'll happen. I can't get down like that anymore, man. I'm just too old. You're a couple years younger than me, I think. Well,
I'm 1 year younger than you.
I'm 1980. You were 81.
81, and you're like April, and I'm May.
Okay, so not that far
about
apart.
1 year.
Never mind then. You just got better stamina than me because I can't fucking like I have.
I'll die once my stamina is gone. Like I can't be cooped up. Like I have to leave.
Hey, man, some people never fucking stop, bro. I just don't like. I don't have the social battery to do it. That's the thing. Is like I like being around people. I love talking to people, but I don't like big crowds of people. Like it's not my gig. I can't do it.
Someone in the chat said, "What was hanging out with Vosh like?" Like me and Vosh, we went to a pizza plate. I've hung out with Vosh probably like 5 times, and we went to a pizza place once and had pizza and hung out. And I met Conyer and Vosh's ex. God, what's her name? Mervin,
Vermin,
something like. She's a woman.
There's a lady that I think she's still
Vermin. I think is her name.
Vermin, yeah, Vermin.
Yeah, Vermin. Like she's been to my house. Like they've all been to my house before. It's kind of weird. I've had Onision, I've had Vosh, I've had like all these fuckers at my house.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I you know, whatever. Like it's content creator shit with Vosh. Like I don't really like the guy much, but you know, I wouldn't be a fucking dick to him in person.
You have to agree, like the whole cancel thing on him was kind of dumb. It's like,
oh yeah, no, I mean TJ and I talked about it on the show, you know, the DFF that happened right after it, and you know, we were pretty explicit. We said, you know, like, is it stupid for him to keep his jerk off material on his work PC? Yup.
I agree.
Does he deserve to be made fun of for that till the end of time? Yeah.
It's not even being made fun of. They were acting like he was like a full-on PDF file.
Yeah, the pedo jacketing shit and the fucking constant bullshit like that. You know, I don't want if he's canceled, I want him to be canceled because his ideas suck. I don't want it to be because some fucking internet mob cares what he's jerking off to. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really care about that.
Well, so like H3 kind of exacerbated that.
Oh yeah, I mean they created it basically, honestly.
Yeah,
like their coverage of it catapulted it from like something that probably would have just been a local meme to like an internet wide thing. So yeah, for sure.
Adam was in town and we were hanging out with Ian the night that shit happened.
Woof, bro.
Yeah.
That must have been a rough night because
I don't remember it because I was so fucking trashed.
Yeah.
I feel like
well, you were probably lucky because I bet Ian was in his feelings for a while that night.
Nah, I don't want to say either or.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
I was like fucking like wasted. Even the waitress is like, "Is your friend all right?" Like I got "Is your friend all right?" levels.
Damn, that's good. That's fucking that's top tier drunk.
Yes,
that's good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't drink like that anymore. TJ finally broke me. We did some fucking stupid show where it was like some board game that he created that was basically like designed to make you get alcohol poisoning. If you
can I face him in this?
Dude, I don't know that you'll ever beat me. If you go watch that episode, right? TJ created a whole board. It was like chutes and ladders where like there was shortcuts and you had to land directly on it. And in order to take the shortcut, you had to do a drinking stunt. Dude, one of the stunts he tried to have me do was I could either drink 5 shots of vodka where I was already blasted, or call my dad and reconcile with him live on the show. And so, but if you go back and watch that show, I perfect rolled that show. Every roll landed me exactly where I needed to be to take the shortcut. TJ was pissed because he thought it was going to be like a 3-hour drunkathon, and I power drank it in like 35 minutes. I perfect rolled it. But after that show, I got so sick that I was like, I can't fucking binge like that anymore. I just can't do it.
Yeah, you know, I've kind of been on that side, but I've also lately look, I've been growing my own mushroomies these days.
Nice. Those look nice.
Oh my god, dude.
That albino penis envy that I saw there?
Yeah, yes, it is. It is literally that.
I know my
good eye.
I know my shroomies.
Yeah, dude, I grew like a whole giant crop of these.
Yeah. Those are good mushrooms, man. Yeah, no, I have a hookup here in California that keeps me in mushrooms constantly now, and definitely when I get my own pad, I want to get a piece of land, and I'll probably do a little grow.
I use my food dehydrator to dehydrate it, so it's like very chewy. But I even like I had never eaten like a fresh psychedelic mushroom before. It's so fucking tasty. I put it on a salad, but it made me like trip.
Oh yeah, you'll trip balls on a fucking freshie. But yeah, no, I've never gotten a fresh one before, but I've heard they're just as potent. It's not like
I picked one and like ate it, and it was so it was like a shiitake, like it had that same flavor.
Yeah. I tripped with my wife, her first trip, so I never force anybody, but I had brought some mushies. We went down to the beach.
I would say a cap right now.
No, yeah, fucking A, go for it. Take it down. But no, we went down to the beach, and she wanted to trip, so did her first trip, and that's what we tripped on was penis envy. That's why I recognized it so easily, because we just had some a few months ago, and she had a great time. It was a great trip.
Vancouver is the Amsterdam of North America.
Is it like quasi legal there or what?
It's everything you'd find in Amsterdam. You'll find in Vancouver. They have like the big like coffee shops, which are just like weed shops where you can hang out and like buy weed and smoke, but you can also buy a sandwich and a beer or whatever,
That's cool. Yeah. I'm hoping me and the guys have been talking about trying to get to Europe next year for a meetup or a couple of meetups over there, because we just, our families over there is pretty strong.
In Europe was insane. But yeah, also in Vancouver, it's like they have Cocoa Leaf Cafe. And it's a cafe where instead of coffee, they serve cocoa leaf tea, where you drink like a whole cup and it feels like you did a rail. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's funny. Like, yeah, they're just able to, it's kind of like that experiment that Oregon did or whatever, where it just kind of legalized everything. I'm sad they walked that.
This place in Vancouver though, they'll, if you bought drugs off the street and you bring it in, they'll test it for like fentanyl and like harmful shit.
They'll make sure your shit is clean before you dig it. That's cool.
It's a public service too, but they're also like shrooms and kratom. And I remember I was there with Adam. He bought a DMT vape, where I was like, holy shit, a DMT vape?
Yeah, no thanks, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
I don't need that on the go, dude.
I was like, it blew my mind. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go to jail in Canada and never be allowed back in.
Existential crisis on the go.
You're right.
No, I want to do that. I want to do ayahuasca though. There's a place in LA that I'm eyeing up that like does the whole, it's like mental health professionals, and they sit with you while you fucking cry and puke. And it's supposed to make you feel better. So I want to try
when
that.
Robin Quivers did that shit.
Oh yeah, ayahuasca. Yeah,
dude. I know so many of the old Howard Stern gang. It's insane. Like I know Elisa. Like me and Elisa.
Jordana, yeah, the Benji's girlfriend.
Did you see the thing where she got arrested last month?
She dated like Andy Dick for a while, right?
That was fake.
Oh, that was
my
fake.
God. There Andy Dick became like there was a big renaissance of like RV streamers where people who like lived in an RV were streaming live 24/7, and Andy Dick kind of fell into that.
Yeah.
And one of the people he met was a woman named Gucci's. And Gucci's was
I know
like
Gucci's. Yeah. I watched the IP2 shit. The RV shit. Like highlight
DP is shared on IP2, but
really?
yes. And I know Goo a lot. She came here. She was on the show one time. It was fucking insane because she came here and I was okay. Billy's roommate is a guy named Joe, who's a very charismatic, handsome man.
I know Joe. Yeah. Well, I know. I mean, he was on the show a couple times with me, so I remember.
He
Joe.
is insane.
He's a wild man. Yeah.
Yes. So he gave. I was watching him give Gucci's like a massage because he's a professional masseuse.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, he's giving her a massage. And then he told me he was bringing her over like right after that to have her on the show. Somewhere in the time between the massage and her getting here, Gucci's is like blackout drunk.
Of course.
When she shows up. And during the interview, she like just like fades out and like rolls over and passes out like on her back. And then her phone starts ringing. And we answer it, and it's Andy Dick, and he's like, roll her over. Because Andy Dick was a dude who's seen too many people choke on their own puke in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And he called to be like, roll her over, and we did it after that happened.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I always watch Gucci's, like, because I watched there's like Tommy with his
Tommy C.
Well, Tommy with the guy that with the mom that is like he was on one of the fucking older ones.
I was on like an old like Sam Pepper and Ice Poseidon. Sam Pepper, we had Sam Pepper here like in the basement where I do the show from now too.
I started watching them when Ice Poseidon got stuck in like Indonesia or whatever. It was like
that dumbass fucker. It was Thailand. It's weird because like there are laws there that you think means it's very lenient, like with like sex work and stuff, but there's also politeness laws that we don't have here, where you're expected to like behave and be polite in public.
Well, that's my thing is like, dude, I've never traveled in a foreign country other than Mexico, but I knew damn well what was legal and what wasn't in Mexico before I went there. You know what I mean? And like, I think it's like, especially if you're a big personality, a streamer or something, to go over there and do stupid shit that gets you like locked up and traps you in the fucking country for months is just, I mean, it was good content, but pretty retarded to do.
Yeah. No, I get that.
But I was rooted for Goo. I was watched Goo, and I was like, man, I hope she
got beat up so many times.
Oh yeah, I was like, but
she can take a beating.
Like outside of her drug abuse and shit, I could always see like Goo was a big-hearted person, and I was like,
beautiful too, by the way. Like I met her in person. Yeah. She was a very beautiful woman.
No, she's very, very pretty, and it's just like it's just sad that like she got, but whatever.
Oh my God,
it's her life to live.
I only use me like I know all these people now. Only use me Blade, One Sonic, Chicken Andy, all of them. I've hung out with all of them. Blade has been like to my house before.
Yeah. Blade is another one that like I like the dude and I just hate to see him black out. You know what I mean? Because it's like his feet are rotting off at this point. He needs to be he needs to take care of himself because he's just gonna
Blade grew up in Bellevue.
Did he really?
Yeah. And he had an issue. There's a place in Bellevue where it's near Lake Sammamish, where like it's all like downhill near it, and his RV rolled down a hill and hit a pole and like knocked out the power for like half of Bellevue.
That's funny, dude. I didn't know Blade was. I think I remember him being from Washington. I didn't know he was a Bellevue.
Blade is from Bellevue. He went to Bellevue High School and everything.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like a casual observer of that type of shit because I think there's a lot of nice people doing that shit, and even some people that say some crazy shit that I don't agree with politically that are probably just nice people, but like. That is such a toxic feedback loop. The whole like, let's take this dude whose feet are rotting off and pay him $5 to take.
Oh my god,
bottle of Jaeger down.
There was a thing where like Billy's roommate Joe, who is deceptively like big, like Joe looks like a skinny guy, but Joe is like deceptively tough. Like he's like 6'4". He looks lanky, but he is like deceptively strong and shit. And him and Blade had like a wrestling match, and Joe just fucking wrecked him. It was insane.
Yeah.
He was like, there was a part where like Joe was like pumping his crotch in Blade's face, and Blade's like, oh, it's so aggressive, man. It was so fucking. Did you ever see Joe with the knife?
No, I don't think.
Look it up. Please play this. Joey the Knife.
Joey the Knife.
Joe. Yeah, it's Billy's roommate Joe.
Okay.
Who's I see people with a knife in the chat right now. Joe, Billy's roommate. He's like an Italian dude, a tall, skinny Italian guy. He went on to Blade's RV. He brought like a fucking giant knife. Did you find it? I don't know if you.
I see a roll call hosted by Joey the Knife. I see Joey.
Yeah, that's me host. Maybe you can't find it. I
don't know if it's on YouTube.
It was at one point. People had guns on that. He like brought the fucking knife. Hold on.
I'm looking. I'm scrolling out. Sometimes it can be, YouTube fucking sucks now. Joey Stack. Yeah. No, that's not the right guy.
And Blade is like, that's so aggressive.
So aggressive.
Yeah.
Figure it out, dude. Die a little bit.
Dude.
Die a little bit, dude. Die a little bit. Okay.
Die a little bit.
Die a little bit, dude.
And then he'll say like, I can't.
I love
fucking
you,
N-word. He'll say that like fucking N-word.
I love you, dude, but you're a fucking N-word, dude.
Yeah. N-word, dude. Dude, me and him have IRL streamed a couple times, and he is just. I hung out with him and Bjorn. You know Bjorn?
Yeah, I said.
Oh my god, guy, dude! Yeah. Bjorn had just gotten out of jail, and he flew here immediately, and I hung out with both of them.
Yeah,
I see Juma in your chat too. That's a dude I've actually hung out with in person before. I am kind of a disaster when I'm like super drunk. So people yeah. Anyway.
No, that's funny, dude. I'm kind of like a casual observer of that world because it's just wild to me that
Joe Knife RV IP2 first result.
All right.
Yes.
Joe Knife RV IP2 first result.
Yep.
Budget knives. Nope, not for. Okay, knife pulled on OnlyUseMeBlade.
Yep. That's it.
I found it. There's Billy. Look at him.
Yep.
Beautiful. All right, let's see here. Let me get it up here. Big Bill.
Yeah.
That's some serious gourmet shit.
Faggots you said
Oh shit, that fucking knife.
He dropped the knife and had to pick it up.
Who is it?
Boy, who are you, dude?
Who are you? So aggressive.
He's so aggressive, man.
Yeah.
You have to leave. Make sure to slap these old degenerates from Steve's jealous.
I look black.
Well, that was aggressive.
Are you using
It's a great skin.
Prove it. We'll put that.
Chicken knows.
Chicken is such a nice guy, dude. Like he really is.
You know what? You know when I knew Chicken was a nice guy? Because one time he was sitting out in front of this business, he's just eating up like on a picnic table, and like a bunch of black people heard some horrible N-word dono. And like the way he was with them let me know like this is actually a nice dude in real life. And
yeah, Chicken's cool.
He seems like he'd probably be pretty cool people to hang
with. You know
with.
who he kind of looks like though? Fancy Badger.
Who is it?
Fancy Badger.
Oh, I don't remember what Fancy looks like.
They
kind of resemble. Like. There's a resemblance.
Yeah.
Is that fucking Chancho or whatever is now Nacho up there on the top bunk?
Yep.
Yeah,
and
Nacho.
he has a gun.
Yeah, I know. He always has a gun.
Yeah, and Joe, I've seen Joe like fight like 3 people at once.
Yeah, Joe seems like he's a little bit. I've seen him before though. Now
he's unhinged and he's tough. Like we went to Portland. We went to this place in Portland called the Acropolis Steakhouse, where it's like, if you don't know, like Portland has really loose like strip club laws.
Yeah, I remember.
So you can put a strip club like in anything. So there's a steakhouse where they have like a strip club. There's like 5 stages and shit.
Yeah.
Ladies like dancing naked, and we're all hanging out there having our like $2 steak or whatever it is. And then a Mexican dude says some weird shit to Joe's girlfriend at the time, which is now his wife and his baby's mom.
Yeah.
And Joe was like, "What?" And he was like, "You fucking," and he used the S word that Mexican people don't like to be called.
Yeah.
And he starts fighting like 3 of them, and he's fucking knocking all of them out. When they're all like running at him, he's like knocking them all out. And the other ones are kind of like, and at our table, I was there with like Billy and Jeff Holiday and like a bunch of us. We're all like holding our fucking like dull ass steak knives ready to stab somebody when they come over. But Joe just like fucking like floored like 3 of them. And then the rest of them didn't do shit. But when we tried to leave, we were all like worried that they were going to like shoot us. You know what I mean?
That's that fucking IP2 lifestyle that like I like watching it, but I would never participate, bro. Never in a million years would you catch me in this sour ass RV with the piss stained fucking dude.
Oh my God.
This is all over everything when he sleeps.
You know who I met? Like my all time, like the one I simped over the most, Sweet Aaron, the one that broke up with Baked Alaska.
Oh my God, that's deep lore. I know who that is, bro.
I met her on Ice Poseidon's RV, and she's a beautiful lady.
Yeah, I mean, she was very cute.
Yeah.
Way too cute for Baked Alaska.
And very dumb.
Well, yeah, that was kind of her thing. Her shit was ditzy blonde California bitch.
Yep. Yeah. She's I think she's like Armenian.
Yeah, I remember that like meltdown that Baked Alaska had because he was having her on his streams, and he started like censoring people.
Yep.
And then like Mr. Medicare was like, "Why you being such a pussy cuck faggot bitch, Baked?" And, you know, like it was, and then like they were accusing him of simping for Aaron and this, that, and the other. I remember that whole thing. Like I said, dude, I've been watching this, like the highlights of this type of stuff. I haven't seen this one before though. This is a new one on me.
All right, check it
fucking
out.
Randos. You fucking. Who are you?
Dude, look at poor Blade. He doesn't.
Yeah, Blade's like, "Oh my God, please don't stab me."
Figure it out, dude. I don't want to fucking die, dude.
I love that guy. He's so nice. You know, after like the first 3 times I met him, he forgot like he had met me. Because he was so fucking wasted.
Dude, Blade is another one. See, like, that's why I stuck around on the IP2 shit, because there's so many people on here who are total degenerates, but I think they're nice people underneath it all. You know what I mean?
There was one time I went out for drinks with Blade, Bjorn, and Beck. If you know Beck, which was Blade's ex.
Yeah, his wife or ex-girlfriend or whatever that fucked.
And people, it was the one time where people calling the place paid off because the waitress was like, I hear you guys are famous, so I'm just going to give you free drinks while you're here.
Damn.
And me and him were just like pounding these like super like me and him went in there sober. And by the end of it, me and him were like fucking trashed.
Figure it out, dude.
I
know. I've always thought that it would be chill to hang out with Blade, but I would definitely have to have an escape plan. You know what I mean? For when shit got a little too wild, I'd be out. But no, he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah. There are people who just want the worst for him.
Well, yeah. I mean, like that's his whole fucking shtick. But that's kind of sad to me because, you know, like I would like.
He is a good guy, like at his like deep inside. Yeah,
I can tell.
I'm Blade. Who the fuck are you, dude? Where's the one with the
I think he just ran outside.
Who's this Blade faggot?
What was that?
He said like Joe went in there. He's like, "Who's this OnlyUseMeBlade faggot?" It's like ridiculous.
Figure it out, dude.
There's like, so do you know who Alki David was?
Nope.
Alki David was a Greek billionaire that owned the Battlecam site back in like the mid 2000s.
That's where Keemstar got fucking huge.
Keemstar, Billy, Joe, they all started there.
Oh, really?
And that's how Keemstar knows Bill. When Keemstar got married, Billy was at his wedding and shit.
Damn.
Like, yeah. He knows Keem from the Battlecam days.
I didn't know that.
And Joe, they had a boxing thing where Joe was like kicking the shit out of people. Joe is just like ridiculously tough for like a tall, skinny guy. It's kind of like I wrestled him once and he choked me out. He like crushed my windpipe and I'm like, fuck, dude, I can't fight this guy.
Yeah, there's no way. The big lanky
dude. I thought he looked like, I was like, oh, you're not that tough. And like me and him like fought. I was like, oh, you know, I didn't think he could do shit, but he fucking like made me pass out.
Yeah.
So
fucking Blade's face just keeps getting me, bro.
Yeah, Blade's like,
he looks so fucking concerned.
Yep.
What the fuck, dude? I didn't do nothing, dude. Who's this fucking guy, dude? I'll be right back. What?
So aggressive. Fucking Blade. We all love Broiler Bay in downtown Bellevue. Delicious smash burgers over there. Paul, still around? Is there like a connection issue that's happening right now? I'm about to start tripping out because I ate the cap of that mushroom. He's the AFK. All right.
Get menaced.
But I don't know what to do with those tossed salads and scrambled eggs.
True. I don't know either.
I want you to shit your pants for me.
Joe. I want you to shit your pants for me, bro.
Dude, there's another video from like a couple of years later where they're wrestling each other outside of the RV and the Bellevue cops show up. They're like, we heard like some retarded guy was getting abused. They literally showed up and said that. And I was there.
I'm not retarded, dude.
And he comes out like without his shirt and he's like, all right, guys. He's like shaking all the cops' hands and everything. It was so fucking hilarious.
Dude, Blade is great. He really is.
Yeah.
Where's my backup? Where's my fucking backup? Please sit down, dude. No.
Oh shit.
Around with the fucking knife.
Nacho is having to step in. Nacho's having to pacify the Joe.
Get down. You're gonna fucking hurt. You're gonna hurt somebody, dude. Get down.
No.
Get down.
Oh wait, never mind. I didn't know Nacho was standing on the couch. Joe's bigger. You're in trouble, Nacho.
Joe is like kind of imposing.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Especially with a fucking steak knife in his hand.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yo, hey, knock it off.
Overpowering you with a knife. Overpowering you with a knife. That's what I'm doing. You cunt.
I grab the Glock.
Where's my backup?
Where's my backup?
Hey, it's time to get off. Yo, who the fuck are you?
He'll choke you
What
out.
the fuck are you doing, dude?
You just fucking.
Fucking Joe, dude. He got him. Even Chicken looks worried now. Chicken was smiling before. He's not smiling no more.
Tell me, dude.
That's how I make friends.
Hey, sir.
That's how I make friends.
That shit ain't funny, dude. Please don't pull knives on people. Friendship.
Really?
Let's hug it out.
I didn't think about it that way.
Please don't pull knives on people.
Please don't pull knives on people, dude. Fucking hug it out. Figure it out, dude.
Figure it out, dude.
Dude.
And then they hug.
I know, and then Joe's like, wow, yeah, I'll hug you. And then it's over. What a beautiful moment. What a beautiful day. Wow. Good Joe. Good on Joe. That was beautiful. Quick. Bloop. Nope.
He might murder someone someday.
Yeah. He might, but it'll be hilarious when he does. Probably. He'll do it in the funniest way. And that's all we can hope for. Yeah, no, I watch there's this channel called IRL Moments.
Yeah.
That does a lot of these IP2 RV highlight reels and stuff. Like I loved do you know Chaggett was?
Yes.
Yeah.
He came out of Baked Alaska.
Yeah. I was a big fan of Chaggett's short stint on IP RV. I think it was 2 or 3, whichever. It was an early one. And like he thought he was going to be like the driver, and they just kept pranking him all the time and not letting him sleep. And he ended up like leaving and flying home after 2 days on the RV.
Who was the big, like, tough black guy that was like muscle black guy?
EBZ.
Yeah. So like EBZ was down in Portland, and Billy went down there in drag to like punk out EBZ because he knew EBZ wouldn't do shit to him.
Oh,
did you ever see that?
No, I think I did.
Those clips are out there. He like went down and like was like daring EBZ to do shit, but he was like dressed in drag as a woman, and EBZ looked at him like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
what the fuck can I do?
It was so funny. Fucking funny.
Yeah, EBZ. There's a lot of fun personalities around this. There's a couple of like chicks that would come and go that were funny.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like I said, dude, I look at it as a spectacle because I don't think I would last 10 seconds in that. I feel like running out of there. Dude, there was a guy, Aldi, I think his name was, and another black guy named Dope District. He almost killed Aldi.
Oh my God, I'm seeing Minnie Manson in the chat. Oh my God, I had to deal with him. So like Minnie Manson, so high maintenance.
Oh, Minnie Manson, yeah.
Do you know who that is?
Minnie Manson.
It's a trans man who thinks they're like Marilyn Manson, basically.
Oh.
But they're little. They're like a little mini Marilyn Manson. It's so weird.
Minnie Manson.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, I gotta tell you, dude, it's been fun talking to you. I think I gotta go catch some Z's though.
Same here. I appreciate it, man. It was
buddy.
cool.
So now that we're in touch, whenever you figure out like a good, whatever you want to do, just hit me up and we'll make it work. We'll go on the Drunken Peasants and say hello at the very least.
I appreciate it.
And then next time I'm in that area, I'll hit you up and we'll get together, have a beer or something.
Yeah, I'd like that.
All right, buddy. Nice talking to you. Hope everybody had fun. I'll see you guys
next
next
everybody.
time. Good night, everybody.